Today we will cover what is database and data warehouse. Guys, as I said that Snowflake is a data cloud database or data warehouse. But before understanding what Snowflake and how Snowflake works, we have to understand what actually is database and what actually is a data warehouse. Guys, a database is a collection of related data which represents some elements of the real world. It is designed to build and populated with data for a specific task, and it is mainly the building block of any data solution which we might ever come across in any data project, any ELT or any ETL process. Then what is data warehouse? Data warehouse is basically an information system which stores historical as well as commutative data from single or multiple sources. It is designed to analyze, report, integrate transaction data from different sources. Data warehouse eases the analysis and reporting process of any organization, and it is also a single version of truth for the organization for decision making and forecasting process. Guys, in this definition of data warehouse, we have seen multiple words like historical, commutative, analysis, integration, different sources, decision making and forecasting process. Guys, when we will be covering the ETL, basics of ETL, in that case we will understand that why all these data project or data solutions are required. They are required, why? Because a client needs a very clean BI report so that he can take his business decisions. By BI I mean over here business intelligence. So what does the owner of a project or the client wants? He wants crystal clear business intelligence in form of different reports so that he can take his business decisions accordingly. Let me give you an example. For example, there is McD in your country and the price of chicken burger might be $1 or $2. Now, the decision of whether to maintain this price in the coming year or the coming month, to increase the price or to decrease the price of chicken burger has to be taken on a substantial data, on a substantial proof. For that, we need to do a lot of analysis, and all this analysis has to be done on the historical data. And after doing the analysis, the business intelligence has to be gathered, on the basis of which the client will finally take the decisions whether he will increase, decrease or maintain the same price of the chicken burger. So guys, this is the main requirement of a database as well as a data warehouse. There are majority of databases in the market. Number one has been Oracle, MySQL of Microsoft, SQL Server of Microsoft, PostgreSQL. Then we have some non-SQL DBs also like MongoDB, Cassandra and many more. Guys, if we have to divide databases in today's world, we can divide them into whether it's a SQL or it's a NoSQL. So guys, this is a basic about what is a database and what is a data warehouse. Going deeper into these two concepts, we will come across two new concepts, that is OLTP as well as OLAP. What is OLTP and OLAP? Basically, OLAP stands for Online Analytical Processing. Online analytical processing consists of a type of software tools that are used for data analysis for business decisions. OLAP provides an environment to get insights from the database retrieved from multiple database systems at one time. Example, any type of data warehouse system is an OLAP system. Uses of OLAP are as follows. Spotify analyzes songs by users to come up with the personalized homepage. Netflix recommends us movie systems. Whenever we are watching YouTube, we realize that YouTube is feeding us the kind of data we had been following or we had been watching for the last 5-10 minutes or for the last one day or for last 1 week. So guys, all this is inside an OLAP, which basically is a data warehouse system. Then what is OLTP? OLTP is online transaction processing, which provides transaction oriented applications in any architecture or in any application. OLTP administers day-to-day transaction of an organization. I will come to this point and would like to explain you with an example, guys. Examples: ATM center, OTP handles the ACD properties. online banking, online air ticket booking, sending a text message, all these comes under your OLTP. Guys, please try to understand that in any data project, data is coming from multiple sources. Then we apply our extraction and transformation and we load that data into our OLTP systems, that is the transactional systems. After that, once a particular period has passed, then we will move that historical data into our data warehouses. So OLTP is where we are keeping the transactional data or the data on which transactions have to be completed. OLAP is where we keep our data which is historical, on which we have to make the analysis, on which we have to gather the business intelligence on. Guys, try to understand with an example which I will be providing to you. I would like to provide you an example of telecom domain. In telecom, for any organization or for any service provider, there are two types of subscribers. One is a prepaid subscriber and one is the postpaid subscriber. Guys, when a prepaid subscriber makes a call, for example, he talks for 5 minutes and the price of the call is 1 rupee per minute. When he disconnects the call, the balance is deducted from that person's account instantaneously. Instantaneously, the amount is deducted from his balance. What is this? This is real-time system. The transaction is happening at a very fast rate and it is processing and eventually it is completing at a much more faster rate. Now imagine if OLTP systems were slow. What can happen? Person made a call, he waited for some time, no money is deducted, he is ill-informed or misinformed, and then he makes another calls. And in the middle, deduction is happening. Just imagine the kind of chaos it will create. So guys, OLTP systems, the transactional databases, they have to be very fast. They are performance oriented. Okay, that is why in the diagram above, it is very much visible that business processes, the data transactions we keep in the OLTP databases. Now coming on to the different kind of subscriber, that is a postpaid. A postpaid subscriber is something who will be using the services of the telecom company for 30 days and his bill will generate after 15 days and he will be paying for the services which he used after 45 days. Something like this, the business cycle or the billing cycle goes on. So guys, if we keep the prepaid data as well as the postpaid data on a single database, it will make it overcrowded. It will reduce the performance. It will increase the latency. So what we do or what we can do, we can put the subscriber, the postpaid subscribers into our data warehouse or in a different database also. We can do that, adopt that approach also. And after 45 days, our job will run, which will calculate and bill and create a rating and billing for that postpaid subscribers. So guys, this is how we can understand that how OLTPs need to be real system and how OLAP system have to be more oriented towards analysis and providing the BI reports. Guys, keeping this in mind, OLTPs are the databases where DML commands are executed at a very fast rate and in more number. DML, I mean to say insert, update and delete. In OLAP, we normally execute select queries, which are mainly being called from the different kind of views on the BI reports. All this we will cover in detail, guys, in our subsequent sessions. But OLTP and OLAP, database and data warehouse, I hope I was able to communicate and I hope you all understood very nicely. Thank you guys. Best of luck.